Hi everybody, we have the Surface Laptop 4, and it's that season again. All your Microsoft Surface releases, so let's go ahead and unbox this and see the differences between the Laptop 4 and the Laptop 3, and let's decide which Surface device. Looks like Stitch here likes our Surface Book 3, which is always a classic option as kind of prices go down for laptop lines that are getting older, or maybe you should get the Surface Laptop 4 that's just out, or the 3 that's on discount, or what are the differences? So let's unbox this, give some impressions and review, and ultimately let you decide what Surface device is right for you as you head into the new school year, as summer is here. All right, let's get unboxing. All right, so let's unbox this here. And I'll do my best to unbox it in a way that's... Okay, so this unboxing might look a touch different because the Surface laptop line is designed for corporations as well, where they can provision the devices and add the security or the clearances or a different, it's called out-of-box experience than others would have. And so for this one, we got the sandstone color, the new one, right, for the Surface laptop line. And the sandstone was added during the Surface Laptop 3 era, plus the new colors are the Surface cool blue color that they're saying for the Laptop 4. But the point is, it's making it easier for corporations to get this to your door. So if you're getting this from the consumer version, your unboxing might look a touch different because you'll have maybe Surface Laptop 4 and just have the different out-of-box experience versus this one. As for this, we'll have that, and we'll go over all the different ports in a second. And then also, let's go over this here. All right, but the core of this is going to be the same, where we're going to have the 65 watt charger over here. Let's go and take a look at that. There you go. 65 watt charger, and then your user manuals. But other than that, there should be nothing else in here, and that's the beauty of this line. No gimmicks. It's just the laptop in a box, and you can see how corporate and bare bones that is. Spiritually, yeah, it's pretty simple and straightforward. So let's go over the laptop changes in itself. All right, so let's take a closer look at the Surface Laptop 4. I chose a sandstone color this year, which was new for the Surface Laptop 3 line, but the new colors this year are the cool blue. So shout out if you got that color. The ports virtually remain the same, look close here, and it's going to be the same screen. Essentially everything on both devices will be the same. Now it closely has a Surface adapter, the classic, kind of like the MagSafe, with fast charging, which is a feature that they added last year. Great for the Surface line. Let's go ahead and open up this, and I'm going to put this right onto the table here so we can do what's called a one-touch open. And there you have it. One touch open, just like that. You can see it has this new nice lining, really nice responsive trackpad there, your omnisonic speakers, so you have really good, and they showed some images where the vibrations of the sound would bounce off not only from the bottom of the keyboard but from the screen as well to give this experience. And then you have your same camera modules over there with Windows Hello, and then your dual speakers just to make sure you have a dual microphone array, because Team has been so important and so integral to the experiences here. Bezel is the same size, it's the same aspect ratio, it's 3:2, same pixel sense display, same everything we loved. But one major improvement that they had was the 19 hours of battery life here. So let's go over the differences on this device, and before we do that, let's just take a closer look at the form and the finish. Really nice brushed metal order. You can see here that this is where all their antenna is because it's not the metal that's kind of blocking any of that. You cannot see any grill. It's that same seamless design, and it's designed to kind of disappear in the background where I don't even see a hinge or a screw. And man, this engineering team has really got it together. But I really feel all of the, let's just say, optics this year in terms of physical changes, you won't see much versus the Surface Laptop 3. So it might be a good time to get that. However, the optimizations are all on the inside of the device. So again, same fan grill over here. I can't see anything. So repairability is something that they expanded on for the last iteration for the Surface Laptop 3. So they actually have on the Microsoft Mechanics YouTube video, there's a way to just lift this whole section off so you can get right into the innards of this device and do the repairability that you've seen. So, all right, so there you have it, the Surface Laptop 4 in all its beauty, all its elegance, all its simplicity, and all its new colors. Shout out again if you got that new cool blue color. I really like the sandstone version here, and it'll complement my collection of my Surface Book 3 13-inch and the Surface Book 3 15-inch over here, and I can't wait for the Surface Pro 8. Well, let's talk about this design. Why isn't there any cool standout feature in terms of its aesthetic, physical design? Well, it's because they optimized where it did matter, and that's on the inside. It features the AMD Ryzen 5, AMD Ryzen 7 Surface Edition, but they optimized it. They made Intel processors or the option to have the AMD processors, and ultimately let you decide. My unboxing might look a little different than your unboxing because Microsoft Mechanics channel featured how you can provision this device going straight from your company factory or IT straight to your door. And doesn't that make sense for a remote work world? And let's talk about some of the differences that they still have. Most notably, you're gonna have here the 19 hours of battery life with the same battery size. So what really changed is they don't have to change the physical hardware every year, but it is really good to optimize the processors that it works with. And especially with the AMD Ryzen 7 and 5 series, that just allows different options for you and different price points. So you can choose what price points you want. So if you want a cheaper, let's just say starting at $999 version, with AMD, that's great. But if you're powerhouse and you have some like Tiger Lake graphics or things that you know run better on Intel, you can still opt for those, the business edition and everything like that. They made a very clear dichotomy of making sure they optimize for both processors this year. And because of that, and because of the efficiencies in cooling, that it just allows the additional 8 hours, and I'll test that myself, but additional 8 hours of battery life. And when it really matters for someone who's gonna buy this device, I need to run Teams. I need to make sure that the image that I display is pretty good, mainly on my face, because the engineering channel also emphasized that there's just some software efficiencies going on here as well. With that, it can recognize my face, kind of add more clarity or better true color skin tones to it, better aperture, so there's just better lighting for me, and I can blur out the background here so that instead at my Microsoft Teams, I'm here or I'm in Zanzibar in Halo 3 level. What it really is about is making sure that the dual microphone array, which they featured, captures my voice, ignores things in the background, sees my face well, I have a good keyboard, a long use experience, things that you would say are boring or just getting iterative year over year, but I'm really glad that they had those efficiencies on the processors this year. And especially with the graphic card shortage, everything like that, we just have this iterative update. If it's not broken, don't fix it. Same use ports, this 3.5mm jack is still there, and the Surface fast charging. So let's take a tally of everything. You got the Omnisonic speakers plus Dolby Atmos this year, so little upgrades on the sound. You got your dual microphone array. You have a really stronger laptop camera versus, let's say, the MacBook Air that they threw on the channel as well. Then you just have a longer battery life and design and really nice feeling, tactile, comfortable keyboard, really nice screen. Should they change it? Well, that's up to you. If you're in efficiency, if you're a corporation, that's where this device is kind of getting a pull and tug. Should this be a really good student device and for individuals like myself to purchase? Or should this be a corporate device that they put into, let's just say, a workforce of 1,000 people that needs to be provisioned from Microsoft endpoints and everything put together? That's the perspectives that the Surface team is debating. If it should be like Dell, for example, featuring all these like funding for all their corporate channels, or should it be just for your cool coffee college students just getting their morning coffees and running down campus and just touting this design in the back? So that's where they're balancing. I kind of see where they're optimizing for, but hey, longer battery life for us, really nice sleek design. It just disappears right into my book bag or anything like that, and it's really good for my Zoom calls or Microsoft Teams. So thank you, Microsoft Teams, for getting out the new Surface here. Really appreciate all the cool updates. You know, you don't have to change the hardware every year, physical style and design, but it is really good to optimize. And that's why this device is 70%, claims to be 70% faster than the Surface Laptop 3, all virtually upgraded processors, but just optimizations all around and integrating AMD closer and closer. It looks like the gamble for the AMD Surface Edition, Ryzen 5 and Ryzen 7 and the octa-core options have paid off. It's something consistent, and it challenges Intel to make sure to know that they're not the only ones on the market. Intel, Apple M1 chip, now you have the AMD Ryzen versions. So this is where the future of all this is going, and the Surface is smart to optimize and just give options to consumers at different price points. And you can still get the Intel version easily for you or myself at Best Buy or any of the retailers. So as it all change, we still have really good hardware. All right, everyone, so those are my first impressions and review. Let me know what you think about the Surface Laptop 4. What are you gonna get? Surface Book 3? Reduced prices? Are you still waiting on those graphics cards? Or are you gonna wait for the Surface Pro 8 when that comes out? Or maybe you get some killer deals on the Surface Laptop 3 or Pro 7. You decide. Let me know what you decide below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.